I'm Ray Rickman, Executive Director of Stages of Freedom. I've been in the health field, on the edge of the health field. I worked for Lifespan once. No medical stuff, just around medicine. I was founder and president of Adopt a Doctor. We paid for doctors' salaries in Liberia and Sierra Leone, Mali for 12 years, particularly during the civil wars. I'm co-founder of this fabulous Shape Up Rhode Island. 100,000 people participated in changing their lifestyle. I have about 100 letters addressed to Dr. Rickman. They get confused. But I pay a lot of attention to health and wellness. Now comes this virus. And they name it quickly. We get a little confused about what it is because we don't know what it is. It's early. But I know the models and the modeling that they're using is wrong. I know that much. And everyone at the CDC knows that much. How do you talk to the American people about something that could kill a few hundred of us, a few thousand of us, or a million of us? How do you do it? Then you have a president who is just being asinine, that's a nice word, asinine, about this entire occurrence, telling people if you have a mild case of it, go to work. This is why he's being asinine. You go to work, you're 25 years old, you have a mild case of it, and you survive. Your survival rate, 1 in a million people that age will die from it. But they infect the 69-year-old who's a week from retirement. He has diabetes. He has high blood pressure. They cause his death by conveying it to him. Are you listening to me? How absurd the president is. There's not a medical person, not a scientist on the planet that would agree with him, and he's president of the United States giving advice. He needs to shut his mouth. He's being idiotic, and I'm just using nice words here. I'm not using words I'd like to use. There is no cure for this, none. And again, if you're that person who has some underlying conditions of a certain age, you are in jeopardy. And you need to be cautious until we know what is going on. Now, governments aren't very good at telling you the truth. This is up to the World Health Organization and others to tell you the truth, because the government's more worried about the economy. They're more worried about General Motors than they are the general public. And I want you to pay more attention to the health people who are trying to give you direction while not offending. Wash your hands. Nothing could be more simple. 5, 6, 7 times a day. Wash your hands. You don't have to be a genius to know that. That's where 90% of the time the germs are going to collect, and then you're going to put your hands on your face. Don't do it. Next, try never to shake anyone's hand. That's the simplest thing you can do. Until this Monday, Tuesday, when I offered for a whole month not to shake people's hands, they actually get angry with me. I'm talking about verbally angry. Now, and since Monday of this week, they've stopped getting angry. And I had 2 or 3 people yesterday thank me for the guidance. Don't shake hands and wash your hands. Those are simple precautions. And if you're of a certain age with some medical problems, think about pulling back. I'm going to. I don't have any medical problems, but I'm of a certain age. Finally, because of my involvement in Liberia in 2014, we have no memories, but 6 years ago, Ebola came onto the planet, mainly in Africa, and they expected 1 million deaths. And God is to be blessed for this. There were 10,000 deaths. You didn't hear me say only 10,000. Because can you imagine praising 10,000 deaths from a virus? So I don't know whether they're going to be 1 million or 10,000 or 1,000. We know in Washington State it's getting out of hand. Be cautious, be careful, and wash your hands.